I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Town of Wallkill officials said today progress is being made in their efforts to remove all the Rottweiler dogs from a Derby Road residence where the owner faces animal cruelty charges. 76 dogs described as malnourished and living in poor conditions were discovered weeks ago following an investigation on the property of Sylvia Panetta. Dogs with severe health problems were immediately removed. Now a legal procedure will allow for the 31 remaining dogs to be taken from the site.
Yesterday, the DA's office successfully completed the paperwork necessary to write an order that the judge, Pat Owen, signed, which would allow us to take the dogs.
Depew and Wallkill Police Chief Robert Hertman praised the group of volunteers who've been given access to the property, including those from Mountain Roddy Rescue, for their daily care of the remaining dogs. Depew says efforts continue to move the legal case forward.
We have made every effort to make sure that the process we go through is a legal one, because our last intention is to have a political misstep or a legal misstep that would result in Mrs. Panetta getting these dogs back. We can't have that happen to these animals. We've received some calls and concerns that this is about the town going after Mrs. Panetta. This is not about the town going after Mrs. Panetta. This is about the town standing up for what's right for the animals involved.
Close to 3 tons of dog food has been donated to the rescue cause. Efforts continue to find shelters to take in the remaining canines. Sylvia Panetta, who was reportedly breeding the dogs and selling them online as carousel kennels, will be in court May 29th for the 2 animal cruelty charges. Hertman says at that time additional charges could be added. Meantime, in Ulster County, a Gardner animal owner is in more trouble with authorities. 65-year-old Camille Ferracci faces 25 misdemeanor counts of animal neglect for failing to provide proper food and care to the animals she kept on her Traps Road property. The Ulster County SPCA removed the dogs, cats, and goats, reporting that the 25 emaciated animals were suffering from a variety of illnesses, ranging from Lyme disease to heartworm. SPCA President Adam Saunders said some of the animals' coats carried several pounds of fecal matter. Ferracci has been at odds with the Palisades Interstate Park Commission because of her continuing use of parkland adjacent to her home to pasture her animals. It's a temporary reprieve for the Mid-Hudson Mail Processing and Distribution Center at Stewart Airport that had been on a U.S. Postal Service closing list. Word from the USPS is that the Stewart facility has been dropped from its list of mail centers to be closed in 2013. However, Postal Service officials say they will revisit the possibility of closing the town of Newburgh Stewart Center in 2014. It employs 385 people. Congressman Maurice Hinchey hailed the Postal Service decision, saying the overwhelming community opposition to the closing played a role in its decision. It was a rare chance to visit a place where few rarely have access to. Today, the U.S. Mint at West Point briefly opened its doors to a select few to witness the creation of the September 11th National Medal, a 1-ounce silver medal that marks the 10th anniversary of 9/11 and pays tribute to the nearly 3,000 people who died that day. The medal has the words "Always Remember" on the front and "Honor Hope" on the reverse. About 2 million September 11th National Medals are being made, about half of them at the West Point Mint and the rest at the Mint in Philadelphia. A portion of the sale proceeds are going to the National September 11th Memorial and Museum at the World Trade Center site. And they were attempting to break a Guinness World Record and help stop bullying at the same time. Hundreds of students and parents took part in a rally and concert at Liberty Middle School Thursday that featured a million T-shirt march against bullying. The shirts contained an anti-bullying message, and organizers were hoping to win a spot in the Guinness record book by having the most people wearing the same shirt on the same day. Speakers at the rally shared their stories of bullying and told how awareness of the long-term ill effects may help lessen the peer pressure that heightens the problem.
And we all have talents within ourselves, and our talents are what we have to use in life. There's future doctors, and there's future information technologists, there's future politicians all in this room.
Sullivan County BOCES prevention specialist Tom Ellison told students and parents that a national survey concluded that about 17% of students are victims of bullying. We're heading into a great weather weekend with our next threat of rain not until Monday. Saturday will be mostly sunny with temperatures getting up around 80 degrees. The highs will be in the upper 70s to low 80s on Sunday under a partly sunny sky. You'll get a complete look at all that's happening when you read the Times-Herald Record this weekend. And breaking news is just a mouse click away right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.